Hi, boys and girls. How are you doing today? Just wanted to come to you and read you another story. But before we get started, I wanted to explain a new word that you might hear today in the story. Um, it's a book about animals, and this new word is called adaptations or adapt. And if an animal is adapting or making adaptations, it is a special skill that they use and it helps them to survive or do what they need to do out in the wild. So, the word adaptations, something that animals will do to help them to survive. Okay, just wanted to get that. Alrighty, today's story is called Red Eyes or Blue Feathers. Red Eyes or Blue Feathers. Hmm. It's a story written by Patricia Stockland. That means she is the author. She wrote the words. And it's illustrated by Todd Horn. Oren, sorry. Todd is the illustrator. He did the pictures. So let's take a look at our story about animals and then listen for that special word, adaptations. Red eyes or blue feathers? Oh, here is that word, color adaptations. What's the best way to survive in the wild? Adaptations. Color is one way to adapt. So how does an animal's color help it adapt or survive? Some animals have colors that help them hide from hungry predators. Remember, predators are those animals that are trying to eat another animal. So some animals use their colors to help them hide from hungry predators. Other animals use their color to keep from being seen while they're hunting. Colors even help animals find mates or talk to each other. Let's read on to find out why some animals have such clever colors or adaptations. Here's our first animal. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, boys and girls, that on every page there is a special text box. Now remember, those text boxes will tell us more information, things maybe about the animals that maybe the author feels like is important to know. So after I read the words, then I will read the text box. Here we go. This is the red-eyed tree frog. Bright red eyes shine in the night. The red-eyed tree frog is wide awake. During the day, this tiny frog hides its bright colors by closing his eyes and tucking up his legs. The red-eyed tree frog's shiny green back just blends right in with the trees. The predators, or the animals that might want to eat him, they just think that that little frog is part of the leaf. Now, the text box. Let's see what the author wants us to know about a red-eyed tree frog. The vertical pupils of the red-eyed tree frog, that means this little black piece that goes up and down right here, that's his pupil. And it's vertical, it goes up and down. So the vertical pupils of the red-eyed tree frog help it better to see at night. Daytime frogs usually have horizontal pupils. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So the vertical pupils help them see better at night, where if it was horizontal or laying down, that helps them see better during the day. Interesting fact. Oh, you guys know this animal. It's a polar bear. White fur surrounds a shiny black nose. A polar bear slowly lumbers across the snow. The polar bear's snow-covered coat blends in with the Arctic tundra. Its favorite treat, ew, is seal blubber. That doesn't sound like a treat to me, but it is for the polar bear. As the bear sits on the edge of the ice, a seal might come up for air. The seal does not see the giant paw grabbing for it. Grrr. And then the polar bear gets its snack. Okay, here's the text box. Let's see what it says. Polar bears are not actually white. Their fur is transparent. That means it's clear. Light will reflect off of it and it makes it appear white or sometimes even a little yellowish. This animal is the red fox. Rusty colored fur rustles through the woods. A red fox is following a scent. Remember, a scent is like a smell. So the red fox has a smell in his nose that he's following. This small fox finds food in many places. Its red coat and dark tail help it blend in with plants and trees. Neither predators or prey can see that sly fox. Being able to hide so well helps this animal live and survive in many different places. Now here's the text box. The red fox will eat almost anything, including insects, fruit, and even leftover food from people. Here is the seahorse. Yellow, green, and brown seaweed swishes in the shallow sea. A small seahorse swishes in the seaweed too. The seahorse is a slow swimmer. Its yellow-brown armor helps it blend in with the seaweed. The larger fish can't even see the seahorse hiding. And here's our text box. The seahorse can quickly change color to blend in better with its surroundings. It also will change color when it's trying to find a mate. That's like its husband or its wife. Ooh, you guys like this one. The killer whale. A huge black and white animal glides through the water. The killer whale is ready to attack. This ocean mammal is a smart hunter. Black and white markings help this large animal hide. From below, its white belly looks just like the sunlight, but from above, its black becomes part of the ocean shadows. And here's our text, the informational text. Killer whales use a lot of hunting tricks. Some swim underneath chunks of ice and then tip them. The resting seals slide right into the water. Makes for a good snack for the killer whale. This bird is called a macaw. Red, blue, yellow, and green feathers float in the air. A colorful macaw lands in the trees. Macaws are some of the most brightest birds around. The fancy colors fit very well in their rainforest homes. These bold colors help the parrots blend right into their surroundings. And our text box. The white skin around the macaw's beak will turn red if he gets angry or excited. Ooh, I'm glad it's white right now. This is the black rhinoceros. A big booming tank stomps down the hill. The black rhino is on its way to the watering hole. This giant creature isn't really black. He's actually gray. Rhinos like to cool off by getting dirty, but the mud also makes them look darker. A nice mud bath makes the hot African sun a lot easier to handle. And our text box, the dried mud on a rhino's skin also protects the animal from the pesky flies biting. Hmm. So it keeps them cool and keeps the flies off. Oh, check out this one, the jewel beetle. A shiny blue and gold shell shimmers in the sun. A jewel beetle sparkles on a flower. This bright jewel beetle looks pretty enough to wear, but don't be fooled. It uses the dazzling color as a disguise. Predators think that this tasty creature is just part of the flower. And here's our text box. The jewel beetles also use their bright colors to attract a mate. A chameleon. Green skin turns yellow and then turns to red instead. The changing chameleon rests on a rock. A chameleon's shade changes depending on his mood and the temperature. It uses his clever color code to show how he feels. Color is a way that the chameleon will communicate. Here's our text box. Many people think that chameleons change color, but can change to any color, but they can't change to any color. Their colors include black, white, blue, green, red, and yellow. Oh, and that's the end. But here's some questions. They're kind of some riddles that I want you to try to answer. So I'm going to turn it like this so I can see. It says, do you remember? The dried mud on my skin makes me look black. This baked on color helps me stay cool. Who am I? Okay, now take a look. Am I the killer whale? Am I the rhinoceros? Or am I the red-eyed tree frog? If you guessed the black rhinoceros, you are right. Remember, he rolls in mud to stay cool. Okay, here's the next riddle. My black and white colors help me hunt in the ocean. With this disguise, my prey can't even see me. Who am I? Okay. Am I the killer whale? Am I the black rhinoceros? Or am I the red-eyed tree frog? I think that was an easy one. The black and white markings, it's the killer whale. If you said killer whale, ding, 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 you're right. Last one. My bright green back looks just like a leaf. The color hides me during the day while I sleep. Who am I? Am I the killer whale? The black rhinoceros? Or the red-eyed tree frog? The green markings help me hide on a leaf. If you said the red-eyed tree frog, you are right. Ding, 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 ding. Good job listening, boys and girls. All righty. Now, remember that really long word, adaptations? Remember, adaptations were special skills that animals use to help them survive. Think about some of the adaptations that the animals showed in this book today. What did they use to try to survive? Maybe talk to your mom and dad. See if you can come up with some of the ways that the animals in our story today used to adapt to survive. Thanks for listening to my story, boys and girls. Have a good rest of your day.